I believe the Russians had a shock and awe campaign planned, that they would rush in, get down to Kiev quickly, depose Zelensky, put in their own puppet regime, and then let the Ukrainians accept that as a fait accompli and move on. What they found out is quite the opposite. They are not confronting the Russians in a conventional sense, tank on tank, airplane on airplane. They're interdicting the supply lines. They're checking up. They're finding opportunities to use their javelins to go against the tanks. They're using their Stinger missiles to go after the helicopters. This is more partisan warfare, small groups of military and territorial forces picking off the Russian tanks one at a time.
Вот так вот мы встречаем русский мир. Итак, будет с каждым.
They probably knocked out over 100 plus tanks. The Russians have such a large army that they can keep flowing in more and more tanks. The problem with the Russians is not their equipment, it's their tactics. Even though they came from a huge training operation in Belarus, I didn't see them maneuvering the way a well-trained army would. They certainly are not moving anywhere as quickly as they had planned. The reason, twofold. Number one, they've been sloppy, they've been ill-disciplined, they've lost their supplies, they've run out of food. And then the second reason, of course, is the stiff, tough resistance that has been shown by the Ukrainian forces, all the way from the professional military down to the territorial forces.
Будемо займатися зачисткою одного із сіл, в якому зараз знаходяться орки з броньованою технікою. По даним розвідки, до батальйону.
They were moving properly the way that you move to an ambush site. They seem to be well disciplined. They seem to be in the correct formations as they move forward. They obviously got hit by probably a guard unit that was protecting the tanks, and that's where you could hear the fire coming in from the Russian side. They were talking to their higher headquarters on either their cell phones or their radios. The higher headquarters probably told them to withdraw. Withdrawing under fire is a very difficult task, but they seemed to do it quite well. This unit was obviously well trained. They did it exactly by the book. The Russian strategy, unfortunately, is working well as they shell the cities. You can see the massive destruction being taken inside the cities, the bombing of the protected sites, shooting the maternity ward, using rockets and artillery well before they use a whole lot of troops, classic Russian tactics. I spent years and years facing across the border from East German and Russian forces. I thought their tactics in their books were pretty refined. What I'm seeing are World War II tactics being used by the Russians. These are not new tactics. These are very, very old tactics.